Good afternoon. Welcome to my channel. Excuse me. I'm trying. Today's the 12th of December, 2023. How are you doing today? This is Christmas Wishes and Gingerbread Kisses. I'll get it together sooner or later. Okay, I have been working on it in the background, coming along beautifully. Scrumptious. So, I decided that we are going to work on the background because it's the most that I have left, and I have put it in the bigger tray. It has come to the point where the trays need to be cleaned. The whole job on itself. Let me see. I see I missed some on the green ones. Yeah, so that's G. Let's see. Get some of the green ones out. And G is 8. This is 906. Is 906. So let's put some green out. Let me see what we have here. So we have some green in there also. Come on, guys, line up. I enjoyed making this very much. Gave me no problems, no headache, no oopsies. And considering how miserable I was feeling, I did appreciate having a nice, easy go at it. I didn't realize we had this green symbols here. No, I do not like to stick to the diamond painting. However, I do anyway. Would you believe I don't even have my tree up yet? Well, since it is a artificial tree, it's not going to take long. Since this is a very small apartment, you know, we have stopped doing the big tree that we really don't have the room for it. It's much more convenient to put up a little artificial one. I do apologize. I was feeling better, and then I got some of the symptoms back. Beats me. But definitely getting better. Actually, I had such glare last night that I had to shut the light pad off. Very nice and sparkly. Diamonds. Am I still in the camera? Yeah. I did the borders. You know, I was aiming to do the simple tasks on this diamond painting. And as I was getting to feel better, then I was adding some of the colors, and that sort of cheered me up. It's a beautiful green. And I did the red already. I think we have, come on. There's more than one way to find a symbol. And we got some over there too, from what I can see. You know what's absolutely weird? I'm the only one that caught COVID this time. Do you believe? I've been testing everyone in the family and no one else is sick. But thank goodness I am feeling better. I have no great words of wisdom. Muddle through it, folks. Yes, I did get in touch with the doctor. Useless, but I did. She didn't have any better ideas than I did. So I said, thank you. You weren't anything but helpful. But then she never is. Sometimes I wonder. Well, you know, it is a viral infection, I mean. But I would think, with all the years that this quote-unquote new virus has been around, they would have developed new methods of dealing with it, rather than just say, well, we'll just suffer through it. You know, it's funny, when you call the doctor and they tell you just suffer through it, yeah, well, I sort of got that idea already, you know? I didn't need a doctor to tell me that. I was sort of hoping she comes up with something more original than, we'll just suffer through it. But then you do have to remember this is Hungary. Yeah. They do have excellent medical care. That's not the problem. The problem is some of the attitude of some of our wonderful doctors that needs to be, shall we say, modernized. But then we do have a doctor shortage. So they figure, you know, like what they're gonna do, fire me? That's not an option. Majority of the places are happy if they do get a doctor and a medical care building. I do live in a city, but according to Hungarian law, you belong to the doctor assigned according to your permanent address. And the permanent address is the village address. So we are assigned to the wonderful village doctor, who seems to have a weird sense of humor. So according to law, you go to the family practitioner that's assigned to your address, even if you're not there physically. But if that's your permanent address, then yeah. Hubby and I were discussing some serious options because we're both getting a bit fed up with this nonsense. Trying to find a private practitioner. But in Hungary, we have what is so-called free medical care. Anything but free, but anyway, that's what they call it. And while a private doctor, if we can find one, like I said, we do have a shortage of doctors. They go overseas for better pay. Okay, we would have to pay the doctor's visit fees and, what have you. Well, what about the rest of the expenses that are covered by insurance that would cost an arm and a leg? Like tests and diagnostic stuff and, lab work, the regular nonsense. Mainly until this year, I did not have much health issues. And it seems like this year, after I sort of got the Pfizer shot, things seem to be going haywire in my system. Okay, I must say, aside from, I would say, the first 3 days of this COVID, I'm really not having such a horrible time. And the high fever lasted, for 3 days, which I would think with any sort of flu or what have you. My camera flipped, which I would think is quite normal. So I don't see anything hysterical or, blah, 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 anything weird about this whole thing. It's just that, for Pete's sake, enough already. And if I am infected, how come the rest of the people in the house are not? How does that work? And why the doctor keeps on mentioning, well, you do remember you had a heart attack. I go, yeah, but that was in August. And we're over that, aren't we? Finished, done with. Hubby goes, did they give you a warranty when they let you out of the hospital? Do we get our money back? I go, I don't think so. I don't think it works like that. goes, why not? All the money they charge. I go, no, they don't give you a warranty when they let you out of the hospital. Just like you cannot return the baby if you're not satisfied with the way it's turning out. You know, it's like, can I put it back where it came from? Nope. It's not how it works. So hubby wants to return me to the hospital and tell them to fix whatever went wrong because they didn't fix it well enough the first time. I go, Lord, I swear, my wonderful husband's head is full of the most ridiculous things you could possibly think of. And I mean, you couldn't think of it, he can. Totally preposterous and ridiculous. And he says these things with a straight face, you know, like, seriously, I think it's a good idea if we get our money back. I go, it doesn't work like that. I go, why not? It seems reasonable. Well, to you, it seems reasonable, but then to you, many weird things seem reasonable. Actually, he's of the opinion that if he says some stupidity, you know, that will make me feel better. It doesn't, but he thinks it will. And I go, yes, dear. It's easier, you know, to agree with him than to try to rationalize with him because, no, it don't work. The more you try to rationalize and explain to him that what he's saying is totally ridiculous, you know, the more he insists that he's right. He's right. Everyone else is wrong. And you're like, okay, yes, dear. Whatever you say, dear. Carry on. You know, we've been married 10 years, so over the years, live and learn. Yep. It's easier for me to give up. Takes too much energy. Okay, now I know a green is supposed to go there, but this is rather weird as to where I'm supposed to put it. Those are the buttons over there. And the gingerbread. I see I missed a button. Well, it was late at night, you know, when I finally got to it. Okay, I think we need a Z over there. I see some of this, more of the symbol A. So let's put those out. Well, they didn't line up very well, did these drills? Nope. Sometimes they just don't feel like cooperating with me. I changed all the sticky stuff in the diamond painting pens. Seems to be working better now. Oh, what did I see yesterday? Oh my goodness. It was diamond painting, but like it didn't have the stamp picture on it, like a counted cross stitch, but diamond painting. So it goes on the same idea as the counted cross stitch, but you do it with diamond painting. And I was like, wow. But then I was thinking that since I had such a bad experience with, the counted cross stitch, that if I try that counted diamond painting, perhaps it would be a good practice, you think, toward learning counted cross stitch. But on the other hand, I actually went through all the tutorials. So I do know now what to do, what I did wrong, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I don't know, because I would rather go back to cross-stitching. We're doing holiday diamond painting and cross-stitching and what have you. And then I have the regular projects once we get finished with these holiday projects. So I'm going to go back to finishing those. I think I'm getting another set of Christmas decorations that are special shaped diamonds. And I think that's about the last of the holiday stuff. So even with the delay I had of receiving some of the packages, I think everything will be done in time for the holidays. And that's what I was concentrating on. The cross-stitching that I started for the holidays, that's an iffy. But if it doesn't get done for this year, holiday next year also, oh, it's okay. I'm not going to stress myself out. I mean, that's not why we do crafts. We do crafts to enjoy them. And the result is having something absolutely beautiful. Like, look at this, diamond painting over here. Yes, I do have gnomes. I love gnomes. Remember last year I was making gnomes out of yarn? They're all gone. People came, saw it on the Christmas tree and go, oh, isn't that cute? Can I have it? And I'm like, okay, of course. Let me just wrap it up for you. I didn't make it for you, but I will wrap it up for you. Oh, that was very popular. I did think it was adorable. So. And it was a good way to use leftover yarn. Now I have, a lot of leftover yarn from crocheting and making amigurumi stuff. So that was an absolutely adorable way of using it. I did manage to save the poodle. The yarn poodle I made, I hid it. I figured if they don't see it, they don't want to take it. Yeah, I was sneaky like that. I mean, sometimes you gotta be sneaky. Okay, and then we see Z is another green one. So we're pretty well on our way, have to do the background. And there's quite a bit of color blocking over here also. So that part is done. The edging is done. Background is white. And there's quite a bit of color blocking there. So it should be just fine. In the meantime, I'm waiting for a fanciful package. I did order the frame for the cross-stitching. I can use it on a table or in my lap. I figured for the larger cross-stitching I will try, although since I learned how to stitch in hand, I like that. But I didn't have a chance to show you yet, but I did get a beaded cross stitch, and I think for that perhaps the frame will be helpful because I will have to hold the thread and the bead and learning, and I get complicated until I figure things out, and then I realize that it's easy. And actually, once I figure it out and it's easy, then the challenge is gone. I noticed that about myself, that I like to be challenged, which I think is weird. I didn't think so, but I figured it out. Yep. Hubby said you gotta be careful when I start figuring things out. I go, why, dear? Yes, I give him that innocent look, like, oh, me? Are you telling me that I get difficult sometimes? He goes, no, of course not. He only says that when he's in my vicinity and I'm in a kitchen where I have a lot of, how shall we say, metal, hard, utilities that might be a bit uncomfortable if I happen to, by accident of course, if I happen to hit somebody with something, then hubby gets very agreeable. Now when he's a couple of steps away, then he gets very brave. I noticed that. I notice things. Hubby wishes I wouldn't notice things, but I do. No, I'm not evil. A well-trained husband makes for a happy home. Actually, sometimes I'm under the impression that hubby likes it when I hit him. Well, I don't hit him enough to hurt him. I mean, I'm not totally crazy, you know. He goes, are you hitting me because my skin is darker and it doesn't show if I get black and blue mark? I go, oh dear. Are you going to have a fit now? No, seriously, he's the most wonderful husband in the world, so. And he has a great sense of humor. I think he likes to tease me, you know, see my reaction, and then he thinks it's funny when I go, "You're driving me crazy." He goes, "No, I'm not." And are you insinuating that I was crazy already by any chance? I do love the holiday season, so, and this is adorable. So thank you very much for spending time with me today. So close to Christmas. Can you just feel the excitement in the air? So stay safe, stay healthy, be happy, and I will see you later on. Mwah! Bye.